Hello everyone tuning in. My name is Michaela and I am sort of new to YouTube, so I do apologize if the quality isn't the best. I have decided to do gameplay commentary for the time being. I want to give it a shot and see how it goes. If you have any tips for a newbie, please feel free to comment them down below. Now let's get into the video. Today, I'll be going over the Wizards of Waverly Place reboot and say my thoughts. As a kid, my parents were a little strict with what they allowed me to watch on TV. One of the things I was allowed to watch was Disney Channel. Watching my favorite Disney shows was definitely a comfort for me, and I'm sure for many others as well. My favorite show was Wizards of Waverly Place. I have always been obsessed with the idea of magic and mythical creatures. This show was right up my alley. You can imagine my surprise in 2024 that there's a reboot announcement for the very show I loved. Okay, so this is what we know so far about this show. This reboot will focus on Justin Russo and not Alex Russo, who was the main character in the original. In fact, Alex's actress, as we all know, is Selena Gomez, will make an appearance only in the first episode. From what I've read online, in the show, Justin gives his wizard powers up for his human wife and 2 sons. A young girl shows up needing help with her training and Justin steps in. So, now he's human. Which doesn't make much sense to me considering how much he loved being a wizard and fought tooth and nail with Alex for the family magic. Also, by the way, the family wizard competition in both the movie and TV show has me all kinds of confused. The Wizards of Waverly Place movie kinda had its own universe in my opinion. Like, it didn't line up with the show itself, and when they returned to the show after the movie, it was like the movie didn't happen. I don't think they mentioned it a single time. Actually, no, I lied. I remember that Alex did make a joke to Mason about something along the lines of, at least you didn't make your family disappear, which I assume is referring to the movie. Other than that, they literally don't mention the movie at all in the entire series. And I really like the movie compared to other Disney Channel original movies where it was like a TV show based movie. I really liked it personally. The competition was magical, it was memorable, it was great. The TV show competition was not that great. It was like game show type. I didn't like it at all. So to go from the movie competition to the TV show one was just a complete bummer for me. I did do a binge watch of the original Wizards of Waverly Place earlier this year, so my mind is still pretty fresh on the show. Since we're talking about Wizards of Waverly Place, I don't know if y'all remember this, but do you remember that one episode where Mason and Juliet were fighting each other? Mason bites Juliet and she turns into her true age. Now, it was made clear that they couldn't use magic on Juliet to revert it, so she was stuck like that. Fast forward a few episodes, right? Alex and Harper comes up with the idea to turn Harper into young Juliet. Harper, as young Juliet, was supposed to go to Justin to tell him to move on. One, that does not make sense, because young Juliet is old Juliet, so he would be really confused with how they even managed to get Juliet to be young again. Also, why couldn't Alex use that spell on the real Juliet, like the real old Juliet, not Harper, to make Juliet look young again? That just never made sense to me. If anyone can explain that, I'd be gladly appreciated. Anyways, I got a little sidetracked, so going back to the reboot topic, I personally didn't like the iCarly reboot. I tried watching it and I got like halfway through the first season. It just felt very forced and I didn't really like it. It's like they tried too hard, but I mean the only really thing I liked about that show was Spencer's character. I liked that they tried to lean into the Carly and Freddie ship, but I just didn't really care for it, to be honest. I liked Freddie and Sam personally. And I refused to watch the Zoe 101 reboot for obvious reasons, because Team Britney. I also felt like the cast, when they did the original show, that they were kind of problematic, and I just don't really want to like give them the time of day as an adult. I know a lot of people don't really like the idea of reboots or remakes or whatever you want to call it, and I totally 100% get that. There's a lot of remakes that I personally don't care for. However, I do think it is fun to revisit some of these shows as an adult. The nostalgia feels good and it brings back many memories from when I was a kid. I am interested in seeing how this reboot or spin-off is gonna go for Wizards of Waverly Place, because I truly did love that show as a child. If you were to ask 9-year-old me what my favorite show was, I would have said Wizards of Waverly Place. In my mind, it topped Hannah Montana, Zack and Cody, That's So Raven, all those good shows from back then. Wizards had me hooked. And no hate to the other shows, I absolutely love those too. It's just Wizards is my more favorite one. Nickelodeon is kind of a different topic though. I feel like I want to separate Disney and Nick, although a lot of people do like comparing them. And I get why, but I feel like because they're kind of in their own bubbles, like in universes and stuff, I'm gonna leave Nickelodeon for another topic. And I think my next video might actually be about a Nickelodeon TV show. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in this tiny house build that I did, I do have it uploaded to my gallery. I used absolutely zero mods and CC, so this is 100% game-based stuff. I did use some pack items, which my packs are high school years, cottage living, island living, city living, and get to work. And my kits are Goth Galore, Modern Luxe, Book Nook, Blooming Rooms, and Courtyard Oasis. I do eventually plan on having all the packs and kits one of these days. I'm just not to that point yet. I have been playing The Sims for about a year now, so I'm pretty new to the game compared to some other simmers. I used to have mods, but I got rid of them recently, so now I'm just base game. So yeah, I'm super excited to upload some of my new builds onto YouTube. And again, my ID will be listed in the description box, and you could check out my builds or previous households in my gallery. Lastly, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!